Hi everyone, it's Nina Lim's Nurturing Intentional Serendipity. This is where you will learn to live this oxymoronic 3D life to the fullest, realize your dreams, and expand your consciousness to ascend to higher dimensions. And this is called My Happiness Show. I have with me, it's really not a surprise because some of you have seen him, my little happiness helper, but right now he's chewing on my shoe. This is Rufio. One second. This is Rufio. Say hi, Rufy. Rufy is my happiness helper. He is a bitey. Oh, say hi. Say hi. My name is Rufy. I'm mommy's happiness helper. Anyway, as I said, the promise of this show is where you will learn to live your life to the fullest. I call it oxymoronic because you're nurturing intentional serendipity, and that's not a really right way to put things. It's an oxymoron, right? Serendipitous events are supposed to not be intentional. But in this world, you gotta know and you gotta learn that everything is and should be intentional. You should be able to manifest anything that you would like to. Today is a Saturday, and I've just got to tell you, I have been receiving emails, I've been receiving calls from a lot of people who are so low vibing right now. Right now, I'm not even low vibing. My shoes are being eaten up. I gotta get it. So, see? So, guys, and this is the only one tip I can give you, okay? Because I am really, I don't want this thing to be in my existence, in my reality. It really made me sad the other day, a couple of days ago. But, I went back to my higher self and said, don't let it get to you. I go to Facebook and all I see are people fighting. What is the purpose of social media? Is that purpose made for everybody to fight each other? Is this the platform where we have to show that we are right and everybody else is wrong? If you don't think like me, I don't like you. Is that what we're trying to do here? This is a three-dimensional earth. I totally understand, but please don't stay in that level of consciousness. It's so low vibe, you know? You know that person who started screaming? I wanted to and I realized I can't do that because that's not how I operate. My higher self doesn't like that. My higher self is not comfortable with that. And I'm not comfortable anymore fighting. It used to be that I had to be right. And all I cared about was what other people thought and if I was right and that if they didn't agree with me, then it used to get me all angered up. People, you gotta let this go, you know? And I'm talking about politics here. I'm not talking about politics, but I'm talking about how people view politics. They are fighting like crazy right now. All we want, that's Rufio. He's angry too. He doesn't like people fighting over politics. All he wants is to bite his chew and to come up and be here. So, guys, listen. How important is it to be happy? And some of you all BS. It's a BS thing when you say, I'm happy because I have good friends. Dude, you have good friends and you're telling people, unfriend me because you don't think like me. Unfriend me because you have the different political belief and I am right and you are wrong. What are you guys thinking? I'm not judging you. I can't judge you, but I got to take this out of my experience, and I always teach this. How do I take this out of my experience? Change my mindset. Take out everything that is negative, you know? And I'm not, you know, I'm not going to take you out of my life if you are one of these people who do it, but I got to remove myself and go back to my existence of the now, because the now for me is happy. Okay? And if I choose to listen to these people, doesn't matter who, okay? Right, left, red, blue, it doesn't matter. You are all doing it. And that is what is sad, because we want this planet to ascend to a higher dimension. You're not by yourself. We are a collective, okay? We don't want you to be left either. Because when you're low vibing, I can tell you, you're gonna be left here. If you are not happy with yourself or your reality, you are gonna be left living this timeline in this three-dimensional earth. Get out of it. Be in yourself. Love yourself and love everybody else. You can't love everybody else if you don't love yourself. It just shows people how much you don't like yourself. You're trying to unfriend people because they don't think like you. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. And these are people who are smart. They're not stupid people. These are very, very intelligent people. I don't know. That's not your higher self talking, people. When you do that, when come on, come on, let's fight. That's like, are you in high school? Are you in grade school? Even grade schoolers and high schoolers don't do that anymore, because when kids are in their higher selves, they know they just have to be within themselves in the now. They don't need to fight with anybody, okay? Does it bring you happiness? Does it bring you any joy when you fight and just want to be right? My question is, if you think that only you being right makes you happy, well, then stop. Stop. Don't listen. But if you open your mind and see that it doesn't mean that you're right or wrong, all that matters is that you are happy and joyful, so that you can give off of that joy to other people. You can express that joy to other people. Jeez. I was really disappointed. I low vibed for a little bit, and I said, no, Nina, you can't do this. This is what you teach. But I have to say something. Maybe again, one person will hear me who tried to unfriend their friends who didn't think like them and say, oh my gosh, that is right. I will take responsibility for my own reality and not listen to this monkey brain talking to me. Oh, you should be right. You should be right. You should unfriend all those people who don't think like you. You should whatever, and you should point fingers. No, your reality is your own. It is personal. Blame it on yourself. Don't blame it on anybody else. And so when I low vibe the other day, I blamed it on myself. I didn't blame other people, because that's my experience. My thoughts created my reality. My thoughts create feelings. My feelings create actions, and my actions produce results. See, Ruthie is very adamant. My mom is right. My mom is right. Your thoughts create your reality. Don't create a negative reality. That's all we want to say. Sorry, you gotta wait. My happiness helper is right now busy chewing on his chew. Anyway, he's very picky, so he has to choose his chew. So I tell him all the time, Ruthie, if you want to be happy, you can't be sad if it's not the chew that you want the most. Okay, you have six choices, and if you choose the wrong one, don't be sad, just chew on it. Anyway, guys, don't disappoint yourselves, don't disappoint your loved ones, don't disappoint the planet, don't disappoint source, don't disappoint universe. Okay, don't disappoint yourself. That's the most important. You got to listen to yourself. You got to listen really, really deep within you from your heart and see if there is any feeling of resistance, any feeling of pain, then you're not doing what's the best for yourself. Okay? It's not for your good. If you are going through the path of least resistance, then you are following the right path. You know why? Because that means it's closer to your heart. Your higher self is guiding you. Your guides are guiding you to do what is best for you. Your guides and your higher self don't want you to be sad. And what is that going to do if you do say, hey, unfriend me, and your friends unfriend you? What does that do for you? What does it make you? Right? Well, Nina, all I want to be is right. No, all you want to be is happy. Don't you think so? So that you can give off of that happiness and that joy and light to other people? I don't get anything from this, but I am joyful when I see other people joyful. Okay? I don't want to be negative. I don't ever want to point fingers because this is my reality and that was my choice to read those posts. And I said, why am I reading this? I have stopped watching the news a long time ago. I don't even know what's going on. And I have an idea what's going on and I know why people are sad, why people are angry, and I give them all the benefit of the doubt. Everybody is right. Don't fight about who's right. Don't fight about it. Bring you, weren't you when you were little, didn't you say, what do you want for Christmas? I want peace in the world. Well, then do it. You have a chance. But no, your little self is now really angry because you are not being right and you're not doing what is right, so you fight other people. Really, guys, I'm not here to judge you either. I'm here to remind you. Okay, you got to nurture intentional serendipity. You've got to nurture happiness. You've got to practice happiness every day. You don't need to practice being right every day. That's not important. Okay, who cares whether you're important or not? That's the problem really sometimes that I see. We were so conditioned and programmed to think about what other people think of us. Who cares? I don't even really care what you think of me. All I care is that I get my message out there. I get my message out to the world because I know I am right. And I don't care if people don't think I'm right. Because you know what? Why I'm right? Because all I want to be is happy. So if something triggers me, you know, if something sad happens, I go back to the now and I say, stop. Don't let that affect you because that is not your reality. Your reality is that you are happy. I'm going to tell that to myself right now. I am really, really happy because not everyone is doing it. I know there are some and a lot of people who think like me. You can all fight and fight all you want. It's not going to do the world any good. It's not going to do you any good. It's not going to do your family any good. It's not going to do anyone good. Let's be peaceful and happy and joyful and send everybody love and light. And that's all you need to do. Okay? It's really all you need to do. You can say whatever you want to say, that I'm being crazy, I'm being idealistic, I'm being me. I'm listening to my higher self so that after this video, I go out into the world and I feel happiness because I am going to breathe right now. I had to breathe in all the joy and I just took out all the bad energy. And I'm listening to my higher self, and my higher self says, you have said your piece. You have to start now. I'm sure people will hear you, and I'm sure people will listen and keep an open mind and stop fighting each other. Stop screaming too. When you scream like that and scream and scream and scream and you want to pull your hair, who are you doing damage to? Yourself. I'm sure you knew the answer to that. If you think you're gonna scream and scream and scream and shout and cry, and you think uh, you're doing damage to him or her right there, unfortunately, if that makes you happy, no, nothing should be conditioned to make you happy. There is no such thing as a condition to make you happy. The only way you can be happy is by being happy, by prioritizing happiness, by believing that you can make yourself happy, that your higher self knows what to do to keep yourself happy. Practice the joy, nurture it in your heart, and give it to everybody else. It's such a good thing to share love and light, and that's what we try to do, anchor it. I love you all.